watching.
Hi everyone, this is J.M.Wong and welcome to another video. So yes, I think I've mentioned this for 1,000 times in my previous videos that I've finished writing a book and I'm going to publish it. And yes, one of the things that you might or might not have known is that I'm going to self-publish this novel, which means a lot of stuff is, I have to do it by myself, especially the book cover. If you're going to become a self-published author or you're already one, you will know that having a good cover is extremely important if you want to attract people to buy your book. And to be honest, I do have my book cover ready, but I won't show it to you guys at the moment because I want to keep it as a mystery and wait until a month before my release. I will be showing it to you guys. But today I'm going to share some of the skills that I use to create this professional-like book cover. And yes, as someone like me who haven't tried or not an expert on photoshopping, there's another way where you can create very professional-like book covers, and it is Canva. Is it Canva? Canva. You're right. Canva. Is it Canva? Yes, this website here is extremely useful, but there are a lot of tiny details or tools and techniques that you might not know, and today I'm going to share with you guys. That's also the reason why I'm having my earphones, because the main focus for today is not on me, but on the screen. So yes, let's go into that. So this is the main page of Canva when you manage to sign up or sign in. To sign up for Canva, it's in fact quite easy. You just have to have the Google account or a Facebook account, then you can easily sign up and log into your account. When you log into it, click all your designs and you can see this page. Now, as you can see, if you look at the first option, you already have the book cover options with this dimensions. But if you have your own dimensions, because you never know which self-publishing website you'll be using, and for each self-publishing website, they have their own dimensions. If for this case, you can probably click here, custom dimensions, and you can enter the width and the height and the edit, and you can have that. But for today, I am just going to press this, so you can have an extra page here. Now, when you come to this page, as you can see on the left, there are a lot of options, like for different books, but I would not recommend you to use these templates because first, if you're selling this book and you're using some here, a lot of people do use this website as well. There's a risk that your cover might be similar to others' books, and this might, not make your novel or your book stand out from others when it comes to self-publishing. At the same time, because this is a template from Canva, there are in fact license and agreements and copyrights in here. You might have a lot of constraints in concerning the distributions of your book if you use templates here. So instead of using the templates or the photos provided by Canva, I would instead use uploads. So for other photos, I would find it in a website called Pixels. This website has a lot of beautiful photos with, as you can see, free stock photos or free copyrights. And if you click into a lot of the license, for example, if I choose this picture here, you can see they are free for personal and commercial use, no attribution required. You just learn more about the license, and most of the license are free. And yeah, that's why I choose to use this website all the time. Now, in advance, I've already chosen a photo, and today I think I would just start with the romance genre. So for the romance genre, I've chosen this photo. If I enlarge it, it looks like this. So yeah, romance. So what I get from this photo is more like a bad girl, like the gangster kind of girl, like not that like traditional image of a girl, but she's like falling in love and stuff. So probably this would be suitable for novels that relates to gangster love, or a girl who's like the bad girl, but she falls in love with a cute but hardworking kind of guy. Yeah, that's what I have in mind when I see this photo. So yeah, basically I have this. If I choose the size, I would probably push a little bit more just to show this hard glove thing, because I really like this, and her lips as well. Now, next thing you would probably want to do would be to change the color or add a filter to the photo. For Photoshop, you have a lot of options that you might not know how to use it, but for Canva, it's quite easy. You just have this filter here, and you can either change the brightness here, or you can just simply choose the filter, which I want that I will use. After scrolling down, testing all the filters, I feel like this one is the best for me now because I like the color here. So if you don't want to use a filter and you're not satisfied with it, there are advanced options where you can just try to try different to see whether it suits you or not. For example, after the filter, I would like it to be slightly brighter, so I would add some colors to it, pull it to 20 and 9. And there's also contrast. You can decide whether you want the contrast to be like this or not. So yeah, these are options that you can probably change based on your aesthetics or your standard. Now after this, we have done the background. It's quite easy, right? Now, what's the next important thing is definitely the text. So for this, of course, you can use this pre-made structures which I usually use for the back of the book, especially for this one, because it's easier for you to see like, how you can make like really nice structures and stuff for your brief introduction of your book. For me, I would rather start with a heading here. Of course, the first one is not just like that. That would be too, not professional look-like. I would just pull it here and choose the font. So for the font, my favorite font would definitely be Playlist Script. So this is normally the font that I would go for because they have the calligraphy kind of style that are quite popular nowadays for a lot of books. For example, as you can see here, for example, I will add the Bad Girl in Love. Bad Girl in Love. For instance, something like this. Of course, as you can see, the font is quite nice. That's what I normally go for the first attempt. Include the size. That's what I would normally do. But yeah, you have to definitely check out whether your book suits this style or not. And for now, this does not really suit it, so I will not choose to use it. Now, when I run out of ideas, I would normally go onto Google again. So Google, I would type in YA. For example, this one is like romance. So romance novels, book covers. And I would somehow match the designs that are on like professional book covers to see whether any inspiration to me, or like whether there are similar word fonts that I could reference to. Especially love like book covers like this, romance site with like capital letters. So that's probably what I will be doing for this design. I will use capital letters and with a font that are similar to what I've seen just now. So for the similar fonts, I would say yes, Lemon Tuesday. Lemon Tuesday is the font that I decided to use for the middle. So yes, you can definitely use them to be, I believe that you can have different fonts for each levels of different size. For the main title, I would use this, and I think I will be using the word Bad Girl because the photo seems to be suggesting a bad girl. Bad Girl. And then here I would have the word the. And similar. Sometimes I would use different fonts for the other words, but for this one, I would just keep it the same. So this one I would use Lemon Tuesday again, but I would unclick this to show that I don't want to have all capitals. And this I would add in, and love. So for this, I'll click white again, and then large size. I will instead have this word slightly smaller, or bigger, depends on my view. I would like lessen it, and then probably because it's about love, I would turn this, just highlight this, and change it to pink. But of course, you can also change the color. Move to to make the color that you want. So I will make it slightly lighter here, and then yeah, I will have something like this. But of course, at the moment, it still doesn't look like a very legit kind of cover here because the spacing. There's a problem with spacing, so I will just pull it back a little bit. Now, other than having a title, you can also have taglines, and most importantly, the author, like who wrote this book. Of course, you must let people know, right? For that, I have a lot of places that I would put. Sometimes I would put it at the bottom because it would be very, very easy for people to see it. And definitely, I would use another font for me. For me, I would choose the font. Yes, I would choose the font Bebas Neue or this whatever. But I would start with this to see whether it's nice, and then I would decide whether I want to, bold it. So definitely I would try with this. And yeah, let me type in some random name. For example, just my name, J.M.Wong. Something like that. And I would change the color. I think I would just go with white again. Now the next thing you want to do is not just leave it there because it will not look really that professional. And you really want to, match it a little bit with the title as well. Then for that, I would click to spacing and add. So this is what I normally do. I just enlarge spacing to match with the book title. Yeah, the bad girl. There's also one thing you want to add would be the tagline. For the tagline, yes, once again, here, I would add it here. And then with a different font as well. Normally, I would use fonts that will be easier for people to read because it's a tagline, or I would not include a tagline. Depends on what you want. But yeah, I would try it to see whether it's good for it. For example, I can say bad girls could be bad girls can be sweet. What? I don't know. As honey. I don't know. Bad girl can be sweet, isn't it? I'm not sure. But normally for a tagline, you just have to have one phrase that's very important, just one phrase to summarize what your story is about or what the main theme, something like that. And normally I have like smaller fonts and then make it white again. Maybe I normally have longer fonts, I don't know. But yeah, I do have taglines. But for this one, I don't feel like having a tagline. The fonts and quite weird. Definitely, when I'm not sure about stuff, I would go and send this picture to my friends and ask them to what they think about it, or I would post on my public account or my private account and ask my friends to vote on which cover is better. And yeah, for now, I think I don't want a tagline because it's a bit weird. But if you do want to have a tagline, you can just click this button here. And you have the same photo, same effect, same steps, and then you can add tagline. So you can, download both of these pictures and ask your friends to choose which one is better. For now, I'll put it there.